Hey, what's up, Agency Go fam? So in this video, I wanted to talk to you about how to generate insane word of mouth for your product or service. So when you think about generating word of mouth for a product, ideally what you're looking to do is increase your K factor, your viral coefficient. A lot of SaaS companies operate this way, and there's a big, narrative in the industry for marketing services that the more you can get your marketing agency to behave like a SaaS company, the more it's going to increase the valuation of your actual business. And also stay tuned for a video coming out soon where I talk about how to actually value your agency. And so this actually plays a huge role in determining your agency's valuation. So stay tuned for that video. But what I want to dive in today is the practical strategies you can do to actually get more word of mouth. And just as a warning, this does contain some software development on the back end that is really more basic, like basic software development stuff that you could probably have somebody whip up for you. You don't have to, these strategies work regardless of having the software in place, but if you have it, it's definitely going to make things easier for you. So let's jump into it. So the first thing I want to show you guys is just, when we're talking about virality, what we're noticing here is this curve, right? So we officially launched in January. We had a few like $6 per month subscriptions end of November, beginning of December, and then we kept increasing the price. And that's why one thing we use for urgency is that we keep increasing the actual membership for new members, not for pre-existing ones. But you can see the curve is just getting more and more intense, and the month's not even over. So we could actually get to 160, maybe even 170 active subscribers by the end of the month. And the best way to launch a community is to make sure that you're basically grandfathering people in, and then you add price points as you go to get more and more people involved in the community. And that's something that I always recommend for people. I've been telling people nonstop that your community should be a requirement nowadays. It shouldn't be something that you sleep on. And this strategy works really well for getting more people to pay and also to grow with you. So grandfathering people in from free plans into paid plans is something I recommend everyone do. Now on that point though, you can see the virality is increasing like a lot. And usually with exponential growth, that means that there's a substrate of virality underneath it, right? So that's just a little bit of background. Some of these numbers are inaccurate though, so in the comments below, please don't massacre me. Like the churn revenue, that's not accurate. This is some weird thing with the third-party tool we use, but these other ones are. And then this isn't even the full picture because we have other subscriptions and a different Stripe account that accounts for a higher MRR. So our actual number right now is higher than this, but this just kind of gives you a quick insight into how virality works. Now, I recommend you guys use Rewardful. I actually wasn't really too hot on Rewardful before, but they actually did a couple things to get me back involved and keep me on the software. First of which was just seeing some of the names that use them. So like Close, Baremetrics, Podia, Hunter. These are some big names in the SaaS space. Definitely recommend using them. It's really easy to get it set up. And I'm going to show you guys how to actually do the affiliate tracking and get it set up on your account inside the software. So first and foremost, basically, what you want to do inside any community is, in my opinion, this works for all types of agencies. I recommend doing a monthly contest. So in June, we did a referral contest for a $1,000 prize, which we pay out on net 60. So coming up in August, we're going to be paying out the $1,000 for June. But that's in addition to the referral commission for people that are actually in the community, right? So we give people commission for referring people over, 30% for the first year of somebody's membership. Plus, I do cash prizes for the people who send the most referrals. And actually right now what I'm thinking of doing is changing up the structure. Instead of making it the person who does the most, I'll do like the top 3 referrers, get $50 extra per person they send over. So that way they can write them like a, $1,000, $2,000 check on top, and also increases them to just incentivize them to add more and more people. Because, for instance, I have one of my reps, he closed, I think 53 memberships in the last 30 days. And he gets paid way more than $1,000, right? So that's something we're thinking through as well. But basically, once you get inside Rewardful and you create an account, you basically set up different types of campaign structures for different types of affiliates. The most common one is this one. And what I do is actually every single person who's an Agency Go member, I actually go ahead and I add them into the software here. And then basically, you can see some of the revenue that's coming in on a monthly or semi-monthly basis from the affiliates. And what's really cool about Rewardful is it actually creates a chart for you here to see like all the referrals, leads, things like that are coming through the system on a monthly basis. And you can kind of see like that there's a certain amount of sales happening every month coming in, and then a lot of this is reoccurring revenue. You can see the commission that's being paid out on a monthly basis. So I think we're going to get really close here to like $1,000 a month in commission, which is great. I love that because it means that the growth of the actual community is reliant on word of mouth and virality, which is what we want. We want that. We want that for any SaaS business. We want that for any services business. And so because we have a lot of paying members, they are incentivized to get the cost of their membership lower. It's kind of like when you have an Instacart membership, right? Like Instacart people are incentivized to send people to the platform. And what I do is once somebody creates an account, they get this email that says, hey, thanks for signing up to the software. If you love our software and community, feel free to share it to the people. You can easily swap that out for, instead of saying software, you could just say if you're agency, right? And then you get this link. And what's cool about this link, which is what's really nice about Rewardful, is you basically create this little parameter. So just a little like software update for people who aren't technical. Essentially, this is a path, these are parameters. And parameters, if you go to like most URLs, they're formatted this way. It'll have a question mark, and then it will have the parameter equals the value. It's called a key value pair. These are really common in pretty much all software development. But what happens is when they send this link, the actual ClickFunnels software, which is what I use in the back end, it actually will create a code, which I don't want to load because it might cause some issues with the actual software. But point being is it'll give an encrypted code, which then what happens is the payment comes through, it logs it as an ID inside Zapier. And then from there, what happens is Zapier will then check ClickFunnels and basically say, and also Stripe, and we'll say, does this ID occur on both sides? And if you guys want the Zap, just comment below, I want it, and then I'll send you over how to set this up on your side to do the automation. But basically, when you do that, it'll then log it as it'll attribute to somebody's account, and then it'll automatically track their commission, which is really, really awesome. It makes everything so much easier for tracking commission. But again, I send them this email, and then I make it super simple for everyone to just access the referral links. Like all I have to do is just click one button. And this could be at an Airtable. You could do this inside Airtable if you want to have a database table for people to access the link. Like the point is you can do this and make it really easy for your agency, right? You don't have to take the software approach to make this work. Again, the more you can make your agency operate like a software product, the faster you're going to grow and the faster you're going to scale. Now, this little nugget at the end here of this video that I want to make sure, and also I do want to point one thing out. Sorry, I'm a little ADD sometimes. But the thing about this is, if you literally go use Instacart, I think they're one of the best referral programs. Go use Instacart. And then if you're not familiar, it delivers you groceries. This is an app that delivers you groceries, but literally use it. And then what happens is at the end of your purchase, they literally make you actually go through the process of invite any friends, get this much money off. And then you have to click no, or go to the next step. But it's right after the purchase. And the reason why is because statistically, people are more likely to refer you right after they purchase from you. Right? So the more you can actually get people to, contact you and share it after they've referred, the better, right? So that's something that's really important. Now, this is on the dev side, not required for you to do this if you don't want to, but Rewardful has a pretty neat API, and a lot of the different tools for affiliates have this. I just happened to be on Rewardful, so that's why I stayed with it. I mean, I probably would have used a different one to be honest, but it's all good. Anyways, what you do, and this is actually, I'm going to get kind of meta here for a second. Basically, APIs are kind of like instruction manuals on how to interact with the software. And you have these 4 different types of, you have a GET request, a POST request. We have way more. I never use these other ones, but GET, POST, PUT, PATCH, DELETE, COPY. And what this does is it basically sends a request to a database or an API that communicates with the database and says, hey, do this thing. And when that happens, it sends back a response to you and says this was a success or a failure or whatever. What you can do is when a new account is created, let's just say you get a new Stripe paying member for your agency. You can literally run a very simple post request. Literally, you can get any developer, they do this in less than an hour. They can just set this up. You could literally just put this in here. The key would be the actual encrypted hash ID for this specific user, which again, I know this sounds kind of weird, but just if you have a developer, an IT person on your team, just send them this video and they can set this up for you. But what you do is you basically plug that in here, And then you can create an affiliate inside, let's say, an Airtable. You can assign them to a campaign. If you have a default campaign, you can assign them there. The point is, you can get everyone set up immediately with a referral link that they can then send out to all of their network to get more referrals for your agency. And if you just do this simple thing, you're going to close way more accounts because you're going to get referrals coming into you. And then again, you'll start to see that virality that comes with exponential growth. I mean, literally, look, we had 83 active subscribers, paying subscribers in May, and then now we're up to 156. Probably finish this month at like 170, right? And again, we have more members. A lot of these are team accounts. That's why like the number inside Agency Go is higher. There might be like multiple people inside the actual subscription, right? So that's basically how it works. But point being, guys, I really hope that this helps you. I know that this is something that I really struggled with scaling for my agency and also for my SaaS company, Agency Go. And, it is a struggle to figure out the best way to get word of mouth and virality. But the more you can get that K factor, that viral coefficient to just be higher and higher, the better. You're going to benefit so much more. You're going to grow a lot faster. It's going to be way better for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like, subscribe, share with anyone, and then try to, get more people to this channel so that way we can get the word out on how to grow and scale your agency faster. Also, I have a link below if you guys want access to all of our lead scripts. I'm actually pushing this new thing, which if you haven't checked it out yet, it's all my lead scripts, my database, everything. You can access it, but the link below. And that will actually get you access to all my lead scripts that you can use to start prospecting for your agency for free. I was able to build a multi-million-dollar agency from that, so it definitely works. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. All right? Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.